Hi students, have a nice day. This video is the continuation of 9th standard science part 1. The topic name is matter around us. Now we are going to see about separation of mixture. Many mixtures contain useful substances mixed with unwanted material. In order to obtain these useful substances, chemists often have to separate them from the impurities. The choice of a particular method to separate components of a mixture will depend on the properties of the components of the mixture as well as their physical state. So, first method of separation is sublimation. The definition of sublimation: certain solid substance when heated changes directly from solid to gaseous state without attaining liquid state. This is known as sublimation. For example, iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride, etc. Next, we move to centrifugation method. Centrifugation is the process by which fine insoluble solids from a solid liquid mixture can be separated in a machine is called centrifuge. A centrifuge rotates at a very high speed. On being rotated by centrifugal force, the heavier solid particles move down and the lighter liquid remains at the top. For example, in milk dairies, centrifugation is used to separate cream from milk. In washing machine, this principle is used to squeeze out water from wet clothes. Centrifugation is also used to pathological laboratories to separate blood cells from a blood sample. Next, we move to solvent extraction method. Two immiscible liquids can be separated by solvent extraction method. This method works on the principle of difference in solubility of two immiscible liquids in a suitable solvent. For example, mixture of water and oil can be separated using a separating funnel. Solvent extraction method is used in pharmaceutical and petroleum industries. Next, we move to simple distillation method. Distillation is a process of obtaining pure liquid from a solution. It is actually a combination of evaporation and condensation. That means distillation is equal to evaporation plus condensation. In this method, a solution is heated in order to vaporize the liquid. The vapors of the liquid on cooling condense into pure liquid. For example, seawater in many countries is converted into drinking water by distillation method. This method is also used to separate two liquids whose boiling point differ more than 25 Kelvin. Next, let us learn about fractional distillation method. To separate two or more immiscible liquids which do not differ much in their boiling point, that means difference in boiling points is less than 25 Kelvin, fractional distillation method is used. Fractional distillation is used in petrochemical industry to obtain different fractions of petroleum, to separate the different gases from air, to distill alcohols, etc. Next, we move to chromatography method. Chromatography is also a separation technique. It is used to separate different components of a mixture based on their different solubilities in the same solvent. Before we discuss the technique, we will take a look at the difference between the two important terms, absorption and adsorption. So first one, adsorption means is the process in which the particles of a substance is concentrated only at the surface of another substance. Next one, absorption. Absorption means the process in which the substance is uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of another substance. There are several types of chromatography based on the above basic principles. The simple type is the paper chromatography. So first one, paper chromatography. This method is used to separate the different colored dyes in a sample of ink. There are three types of solution. First one, true solution. Second one, colloidal solution, and last one, suspension. Next, we move to solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In a solution, the component present in lesser amount by weight is called solute, and the component present in larger amount by weight is called solvent. That means solute plus solvent gives solution. For example, salt plus water gives salt solution. Next we move to Brownian movement. When colloidal solutions are viewed under powerful microscope, it can be seen that colloidal particles are moving constantly and rapidly in zigzag directions. The Brownian movement of particles is due to the unbalanced bombardment of the particles by the molecules of dispersion medium. Next we move to Tyndall effect. Tyndall observed that when a strong beam of light is focused on a colloidal solution, the path of the beam becomes visible. This phenomenon is known as Tyndall effect, and the illuminated path is called Tyndall cone. This phenomenon is not observed in case of true solution. Next we move to emulsion. An emulsion is a colloid of two or more immiscible liquids where one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. That means one type of liquid particles get scattered in another liquid. In other words, an emulsion is a special type of mixture made by combining two liquids that normally don't mix. The process of turning a liquid mixture into an emulsion is called emulsification. For example, milk, butter, cream, egg, paint, etc. Next, types of emulsion. The two liquids mixed can form different types of emulsion. For example, oil and water can form oil in water emulsion. Example, cream, where the oil droplets are dispersed in water, or they can form a water in oil emulsion. Example, butter.